Hi, Teresa Momber here. I'm going to show you how to make this card in today's video. Trim a 1-inch strip of vellum and stamp the sentiment from the Signs of Spring stamp set from Gina K Designs using Gina K black ink. When stamping on vellum, keep in mind that it's not nearly as porous as regular cardstock and may take considerable time to dry unless heat set. Then stamp the butterfly, also from the Signs of Spring stamp set, using Memento Tuxedo black ink. Begin coloring using Spectrum Noir marker numbered OR3. Switch to your Spectrum marker OR2 and continue blending out from the previous color. Next, I used marker number CT4 and continued blending. Although if I had it to do over again, I would probably just skip this marker and go straight to the next color. Switch to marker GB5 and fill in the remaining areas. I wanted the edges of the wings to be just a little bit lighter, so I used my Copic blending pen to push in some highlights along the edge. After coloring, use scissors to cut out the image. Cut and emboss white cardstock using Spellbinders A2 Matting Basics A number 3 die template, with number 1 being the smallest in the set. And then, with the die cut still in the die template, sponge around the edges using Gina K Designs Warm Cocoa ink. Remove the die cut from the die template. Place sticky notes along the edge to protect the frame, and then stamp a branch from the Signs of Spring stamp set using Gina K Fresh Asparagus ink. After stamping, remove the masks. Before adhering the butterfly to the background, I'm using another Spectrum marker, FS3, to color over the little bits of white showing through where I was fussy cutting around the legs and antenna. This simple step will help those little bits of white fade into the background a little better. I'll also use the marker to color along the edge of the cut line all the way around the wings. The little bit of white that shows where you've cut along a stamped image can sometimes really stand out on a card, so that little step will give your cards a finished look. Next, apply adhesive to the back of the butterfly and secure in place on the background. Trim a piece of Kraft cardstock to 3 3/4 by 5 inches and stamp the branch once again on opposite corners using fresh asparagus ink. Add decorative score lines to the other 2 corners. I like to score on the back side so the score lines will be raised on the front. I'm using these score lines to frame the focal layer, and I'm planning to offset that layer slightly to the left. So I'm going to Add 4 score lines to the upper right corner and only 2 on the lower left. Add adhesive to the back of your focal layer and secure to the Kraft layer. Next, I plan to add the sentiment that I stamped on vellum. I'm applying adhesive on the back of the Kraft layer because adhesive on the front would show through the vellum. Center the sentiment on the front and then fold the sides over, securing in the back. Trim a piece of black cardstock to slightly larger than the Kraft and secure using adhesive. Prepare a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch card base using fresh asparagus cardstock, and then secure your layers using dimensional foam adhesive. And that completes our card today. Thanks for watching.